that's where it starts then.
Yes.
Because if we don't say the things explicitly as they are, then we're still leaving a major part of the conversation.
Exactly.
The first step is for the kids to accept these things as they are.
And then the title of itself.
Yes, but when it comes to sexuality, once an adult hears or just hears about the word sex, they think about the action and not the knowledge. And sexuality is not the action, but it's a knowledge base and a right-based approach to talk to the young ones about who they really are.
Yeah.
Because the individual, the adolescent, puberty starts at the age of 10, some at early as 8. Because the youngest mother in the world is 9 years old, and the youngest mother in a Gambia that I have seen is 13 years old because of rape and incest. So now, the word sexuality talks about knowledge base. The adolescent, I don't know whether you people, even as an example, for me, when I was young, I don't know much about who I am. I don't know, we don't know about why you're growing breasts, why the breast is coming out, why you're having pubic hair, why you have it like single period. You wouldn't know. You just have to just hide yourself. So, but once these things are coming up, you understand yourself through the media, peer influence, these musics, you understand? So why not the charity begins at home? Why not the parents start communicating with the adolescent so that they won't be misinformed and misguided in the society?
That's right.
So if they don't know about who they really are, especially for the young girls, they are most vulnerable. They don't know about menstruation, you understand? So once that menstruation comes, you need to know what we call the menstrual cycle that brings up the ovulation.
Right.
And if at all a young girl starts seeing her period and doesn't know ovulation and start having relationship that leads to intimate relationship, later on what will happen? Unplanned and unwanted pregnancy. And so that's why we are just creating awareness.
Of course.
To sensitize the young ones, to tell them. So from the research, what we did normally in the Gambia, when someone conducts research, you don't go back and disseminate. You don't go back and give them what they inputted. So the output is very important. Once you get your findings, go back to where you collected your information. So from the 43 schools, we had 1,505 students who participated in the research. Every school we have 35 students who participated, including the teachers, 2 teachers from each school, and including the deputy or the vice principal in the research subject, in schools alone.
So going forward, after you've done your findings, your recommendations, how are these recommendations going to influence or affect your next steps in this regard?
From the findings, we had the dissemination from National Assembly down. So those, after the dissemination, that's where the recommendation came in. So one of the recommendations, that's what we are implementing right now through drama and poetry. So that they can understand more. Because they don't know much, because not all understand what you're saying. But based on performance, the students are really acquiring more knowledge. They understand exactly what we are talking about. They are acting the role of the research finding, lack of knowledge on menstruation, early pregnancy, early and forced marriage, against my will, unplanned pregnancy, unsafe abortion, FGM, utilization of the contraceptives without their knowledge. Because most young girls are using the family planning, the pills, the injections, even the implant, and they're not going in for the condom. If an individual is sexually active, you have to advocate and advise that person to start using the contraceptive, that's the barrier method, which will prevent that individual from getting pregnant, or as well as contaminating sexually transmitted diseases.
STIs, yes. I mean, I think this approach is very good, because what happens in our school system, and we see it obviously, you know, copying notes and just listening to the teacher dominate the conversation rather than becoming more practical and encouraging group discussions and research-based. I mean, these are things that we could actually start from even at the junior school before they reach the university. Yes, exactly. So incorporating these activities also gives them more practical knowledge about what is being disseminated.
Yes, we wanted to start from the LBS, that's the primary school. But because this is a research, any research you're doing relating to human participants, you have to submit what we call ethics to the ethics committee. So once we submitted this ethics to the ethics committee, Gambia government joined MRC ethics committee, they looked at it and believed that the minors, they won't understand much.
Right.
And they gave us the acceptance to start from the UBS, the upper basic, from grade 7 to grade 12.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So I'd like to come in and ask about the parents, and you said the teachers, you know, they find it difficult to actually get straight to the point in regards to hitting the nail on the head and saying, okay, we need to get taught about sexual and reproductive education. So now, has it been a challenge trying to get the parents to accept their, you know, children getting to understand the reality of what you're teaching them?
Yes. At the beginning, parents, when their kids go back home and say, okay, Mom, they were teaching us today about sex. So they say, what? Some of them, they even came to attack the ministry, basic and secondary education. You're teaching our students, our young ones about sex. We are not in for that. We send them to learn. And the teachers as well, because they're not comfortable, because they're also from the society, they're from culture.
Yes.
And the culture, remember I mentioned that sexuality is considered as a taboo.
Yeah.
So they're all from different cultures. So they are not comfortable to talk about it.
But I think that's the importance of school. That what we don't learn at home, we learn it in school.
Yeah.
My mother, when I saw my parents, she didn't tell me much. I think I was just talking with my cousin who was telling me more, you know, more about the information. Every other thing that I knew, when I saw my parents, I learned it from school. When I saw it, I knew how to,
How to go about it,
and go about it, because I had already learned it in grade 4, part of it though, even though they were always like, the rest you will learn it when you reach to grade 7. It kept on going like, you will learn it when you reach to grade 8.
Yeah.
And we were asking questions, but and most of our teachers were male teachers. They were not really open about it. I don't know if anything has changed.
Yeah, it has changed. What we did, the approach that we have used is through the research. From the research, we approached them. First of all, the community, we did a mapping. Went to the alcalo, the ward councillors, the religious leaders, the parents, the youth communities, all of them. So we informed them about what we were about to do, and they accepted it. We went back and did in-depth interview. We conducted the research. From the research, we went back to them and disseminated. So they were so amazed, and most of them, could you imagine, they learned a lot.
Yeah.
Because in the Gambia here, what we have found based on the research, we found 4 factors. That is the parental factor. Because in the Gambia, you will see a parent to parent wouldn't even talk about the sexuality. No? So that's a factor. Yeah. And the other factor is a child factor. And the child, because the child doesn't see the parents communicate about sexuality, the child also will withdraw. And that's a child factor. The other factor is cultural and religion. Yeah. Our religion says that menstruation is dirty.
Yeah.
Don't talk about it. Don't pray. Don't do that. But it's a pride of every woman. Yeah. If you don't see it, you become worried. And if you start seeing it without having the knowledge, you become scared. Where does this blood come from? And the other factor is shyness. Because some parents, once they see their child grown up like them, they don't want to talk about anything. Yes. They believe that they will learn it from school.
Yes, and from the internet.
And the other factor, and from the people in the society.
Is lack of knowledge. Because those parents also weren't taught when they were young to know about who they really are.
I think our generation will really change.
Yeah, will.
So
because we're very,
that's why we took this approach.
We like to ask questions.
Drama. And this drama, it's really making a lot of impact.
Okay.
Students are really learning. Imagine this competition. You know, schools, they like competing from Science, Gambia High, New Struts. Yes. You know, other schools, ABC and all those stuff. Imagine if they lost yesterday, that was the semi-final.
They were crying.
They were crying bitterly.
Wow.
Because we started through orientation and we told them what we're going to do. We gave them the themes that we found based on the research findings. That is relationship, that is family, communication. Understand, give them sexual and reproductive health, give them society and culture, the values and attitude. So those were the themes that we gave them, and they started acting it.
Very good.
We did it elimination round in Banjul. We had 7 schools participated.
Okay.
Yes, 7 schools from the senior secondary school as well as UBS. We eliminated and 3 were accepted. 2 dropped. We came to KMC. In the UBS, we have 12 schools that participated, just the UBS, upper basic school from grade 7 to 9. From there, we eliminated also some. We eliminated about 6 and took 6. Then later on, we had the elimination round for the senior secondary school category. So like we had about 12 of them. So 6 were qualified and 6 were dropped. Yesterday, the semi-finals, we had 15 schools that participated.
Wow.
And
so now how many
after the 16 schools,
and when is the finals?
We dropped 6 and took 10.
Oh, so
Yeah.
10 are going to the
10
finals.
are going to the finals.
That's
And
going
the
to be
finals,
huge.
yes.
gonna
And
be
I'm
huge,
inviting
yes.
everybody to come.
Yes.
It's going to be the 24th.
Okay.
By 3 p.m. It's a Friday. 3
Where?
p.m. at Ebunjang Theatre.
Okay.
You'll be expecting a lot of ministers, a lot of dignitaries, as well as the UN body. We're inviting them,
Very good.
the directors, the
Nice.
community people, the religious people, the alcalolos, because we have a big community called community-based committee just for this one. We are sensitizing not only here. I've been at the radio station, GRTS,
Yes.
talking about this thing.
Yeah.
I'm going to different radio, and
Very
people are
good.
really accepting this, and they really appreciate. I believe that most appreciate. I can say all, but if you
Yes.
have the knowledge, you understand. Those who did not even appreciate, now they appreciate it.
They are
course.
beginning
Because
to
they are acquiring
understand.
knowledge.
I think that's the barrier.
Yeah.
A lot of people did not understand and did not want to understand
Yes.
because of the taboo and whatever. But now that this has happened, a lot of them will be more open to actually sharing their, experiences and their knowledges as well.
Yeah, so what are the prizes and how do you plan to make this sustainable?
Yes, we have like trophies to be given to the winner who performs well. And we have the second runner, another trophy, the third runner, another trophy. And all schools that participated will give them appreciation.
Okay.
Certify them based on their performance. And also we have also best actors and best actresses from different categories.
That's
as well.
nice.
Yeah.
And you see, it's not just to motivate them because
Yes.
they are coming from different schools and we do it in one center. So every elimination round, we just motivate the schools by giving each school 1,500
That's
for their
nice.
transport reform
Yes.
and
Nice.
also their feeding.
Very
we have
good.
judges as well from different categories. We have judges that are sitting as panels from Ministry of Education. We have from Ministry of Health. We have also from the NGOs, CSOs. We have the artists as well,
Very
and
good.
activists who are just judges. 6
Nice.
categories of judges, and they are the ones who give the announcement, makes the announcement, and explain to them the criteria
They follow.
They follow.
Very well, Phoebe. 24th of June it is at Ibunjan Theatre, 3 p.m. Make sure to go there and watch the finale. Thank you so much for coming through and all the best.
you.
Thank you so much. Much appreciated.
Very well. Well, that was Phoebe and there, principal investigator for the 5-year project on comprehensive health education. They're talking to us about their upcoming drama competition finale to be held on the 24th. We'll take a very quick break, say,
Yes, with coffee with.
and be right back.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Good morning, Gambia. Another 24 hours on GRTS brings you the picture of a new day.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Coffee With. I am your host, Sainabu Janjani, and with me in the studio, I have a young man who goes by the name of Samuel Mendy. He is into a lot of things, but a lot of innovative things that are making a change in society. So we'll do nothing but go into the interview and find out more about my guest. Thank you and welcome.
Thank you. My name is Samuel Mendy, original from Berendin, Gunjur.
Thank you. So tell Coffee With who Samuel Mendy was before he became the co-founder of Samly Energy.
Anyway, I am Samuel, like I said, original from Berendin. Yeah, my dad's name is Louis Mendy, and my mother's name is Fatu.
Okay.
Though she is late.
Sorry.
Yeah, I went through school from grade 1 to 12. Yeah, after graduating, I went into GTTI to study electrical installation. That was back in 2017.
Okay.
So after which I went into Stalin to study satellite installation. That was in 2018. Then further going for solar installation. Then later going for CCTV.
Okay.
Yes.
So now, is that how you got the inspiration to start this company?
Yeah. When I was studying solar installation, I was sponsored to study solar installation in Stalin by the GIZ. That was back in 2020. So along that training, I was also so lucky to be selected to go in for the entrepreneurship training, which was 1 week. So after which we went into coaching of 6 months. So wherein we were able to develop our own brands. That is the business name.
Okay.
That's how I came about to develop mine, which is Family Energy.
Okay.
Yes. So after which I opened my business account and started my own business.
Perfect. So before you tell us about the name Samily, tell us about your childhood. What was it like growing up as a young Samuel Mendy in Bedouin?
Yeah, well, it was not easy because I am from an extended family. My dad he married, I can say, about 4 women.
Okay.
So it was not easy.
Yeah.
Yes. So seeing myself grow in such type of family, I faced through a lot of challenges.
Okay.
Yes. So I passed through a lot of challenges, but I thank God for who I am today. Because if I look at the back, what I passed through the back and what I am in the present now, there is a lot of changes.
Okay.
So I need to thank God for that.
Perfect.
Yes.
So now, the name Samily, what does it mean? I understand Sam is Samuel, but
Yes.
then Millie, what's that?
Anyway, the name Samily is a combination of 2 names,
Okay.
which is Samuel and Emily.
Okay.
Yes. So Emily is my fiancée.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yes.
Well, that's nice. So it's a partnership.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So is she also into solar installation
No,
or satellite?
no. See, it's not. She just graduated from grade 12.
Oh, wow. Okay. Perfect. So now let's talk about.
Good morning, Gambia. Another 24 hours on Grts brings you the picture of a new day.
So welcome back from that coffee with interview with myself. It's always weird watching myself on TV.
Yes, and what was that about, that one?
It was with Samuel Mendy. He's a young Gambian satellite installation.
Okay.
And he's teaching young people and grooming them into becoming next satellite installers and, electricians. So it's actually doing great.
Very good.
Yes. So now let's bring in Lamin Sisawa, Head of Business Development, and Abdul Okamara, Customer Service Manager from UNA Islamic Microfinance, one of the first Islamic microfinance in the Gambia, empowering women groups, market vendors, gardeners, poultry and small ruminant owners, small and medium enterprises, to name a few. So good to have you on the program.
All right, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you. Great. So tell us more about UNA Islamic Microfinance and when was it established and why?
Okay. Thank you very much. UNA Islamic Microfinance. It's not one of the first Islamic microfinance, but it's the first Islamic microfinance in the Gambia.
Oh, okay.
The institution UNA Islamic Microfinance was actually launched by Central Bank in April 2021. That is last year, and operation actually started on the 7th June. Last year. So this year, about a few days ago.
You mean UNA started last year?
Last year on the 7th.
It seems like
seeing it
forever.
longer than that.
That's the forex one. Exactly. We were having UNA Foreign Exchange Bureau
Right.
for so long, but
Right.
the Islamic Microfinance section started last year.
Okay. Oh, okay. That's a component in the UNA
Yes,
services.
yes.
Okay.
There are different entities. You have 3 components in the UNA group.
Okay.
You have UNA Enterprise, UNA Islamic Microfinance, UNA Foreign Exchange Bureau.
Right.
So UNA Islamic Microfinance started last year, June 7.
Okay.
Yes, we just 1 year old.
Wow.
Yes, about just 3 days ago, we actually celebrated
1
our 1 year
year.
anniversary.
Nice. So take us through the services you offer.
Yeah, okay. I will take you through the services generally.
Okay.
And Abdul will go into the go in detail.
All right.
So generally, the services that we offer is that our mission, the aim of us entering into this business in the first place is to empower low and medium income earners, especially those that are into business, those that are into farming, in order to upgrade their farming and their businesses. So now UNA Islamic Microfinance provides services such as we actually encourage people to come and bank with us. So when they bank with us, it's like they open types of savings accounts, current accounts, and other types of accounts. So now we also do financings, and those financings actually are for those that are in intending to actually venture into business, but because they don't have enough funds and they don't have startup capitals, we encourage them to come work with us, and then we will give give them support in order to start their businesses. And if they have started their businesses already, and then the businesses have not grown to an extent that where they wanted it to be, so UNA Islamic Microfinance actually comes into their aid and then help their businesses grow. So basically, that is what we do generally. And when it comes to the savings accounts, we have what we call Marlboro account. That is personal savings account for somebody who wants to save and withdraw at any point in time. So it starts with a minimum balance, a very low minimum balance, as low as $100. So we have what we call our current account, which we also name as our Wadia Safaro account. So our Safaro accounts are, this is for businesses. This is current account. Okay, we have salary accounts as well. You can find the cheapest account maintenance charge with UNA Islamic Microfinance.
What is the cheapest? Because obviously when I sit down and I see my bank starting to take that, minus after the end of at the end of the month. I'm like, oh my God, I have to withdraw all the money before they start taking these charges out.
Exactly, it's crazy.
With salary account with UNA Islamic Microfinance, you are charged account maintenance fee of $25 only.
Okay, I'll have to go check what my bank is charging and then see if that's the cheapest.
I'm sure your bank is charging more than that.
My bank, I just sit sometimes and see minus 100, minus, and I'm wondering what is happening.
What bank is it?
I don't have to say it.
And our uniqueness here is that we are an Islamic microfinance. And that is to say, whatever we do, all our activities, we make sure it is in compliance with Sharia. And then we have all the technical setup, so that this we do not deviate from this this direction. Yes, exactly.
All right. So let me come to you, Abdul, because when I hear microfinance institutions, I'm also looking at how you're working towards financial inclusion, and I'm happy that you have market vendors, you're including gardeners. Obviously, it's a microfinance institution. So how accessible are these services, especially for the rural communities?
Yes, thank you very much for having me here. Just like my brother rightly mentioned, we are an Islamic microfinance, and technically our operation is based on helping these people, the people that you've just mentioned, like the people in the rural areas, right? So currently we have about five, right? We have about 5 institutions around the country. We are working across from, and then we are working towards having some in the rural areas. It's
right now you don't have any. I think UNA is in the rural area.
Yes,
but not the Islamic.
Not the Islamic.
Across the country.
Okay.
Having a lot of branches, if not the highest number of outlets.
Yes, I see it.
Everywhere.
Okay, but that's the foreign exchange now. We get it.
So the microfinance. So the microfinance we are working towards to get that place too. So right now we're working towards getting some of our branches in the rural areas such as Bansang, Basi, Birkamaba. So because we understand that those people around those areas are the most vulnerable, and they are the people that need this financing more than the people in the urban centers. So if you could see, most of these financial institutions or banks are concentrated in the urban center. So it means outreach is easier for people that are in the urban centers instead of those people that are in the rural areas. And in fact, if you should go deep down into the fundamentals of Islamic microfinance or any microfinance, is to help people that are vulnerable, that do not have access to the mainstream financial institutions. So here we are here to provide those financing for them. So like, I understand right now it might be a little bit difficult to get to us, but inshallah we're soon gonna cover everybody in the rural areas.
Nice, perfect. I mean,
so because they actually covered that point, and that is what we wanted to ask next. Like, why is it important to introduce Islamic microfinance in the Gambia?
Like I was saying. So there is this research that was conducted by Finscope in 2019, and it says in the Gambia in 2019, only 19% of the population are financially included.
Right.
So it means about 81% are excluded financially. So considering that, so our aims and objective is to change that narrative, to make sure that many people, especially the vulnerable, like women, they are financially included, because if you understand the context of our country, we know that women are the people that are the most vulnerable. And providing these services to women does not only mean you are helping the women, you are actually helping the whole household.
They're the ones doing most of these works when you look at it. You know, they own these SMEs, small, medium enterprise businesses, I mean small businesses as well. So it's important that they are part of the process.
Exactly. In fact, that is our objectives, and that is in fact our coexistence underpins that exactly, to come and help these women that are financially not capable. So they will come to us, we'll provide them financing that is in line with Sharia actually, not just financing to make sure that, okay, you know what, come, we give you money and then you go. Whether the business progresses or not is none of our problem. At the end of the day, you pay us our principal and our interest. We do not work like that. How we work is, let's say for example, we have products such as murabaha, right? So we have like variety of products. So maybe I'll go through those products.
Please, I wanted to ask the product and services.
Okay, so one of the products that we have is called murabaha financing. So how this product actually works is like a sale contract kind of a thing. It's a sale, right? So now, let's say for instance, a vendor or a gardener or a farmer wants some fertilizers, but at that right point in time, the person does not have money to buy this thing. So the only thing he could do, because he knows that maybe in our context, most of us are Muslims, and then interest is not allowed, but of course trade is allowed, right?
You don't take interest, no?
No, we don't. We don't. Our core activities is completely not in accordance with that. So we don't.
How do you make profit?
So that's exactly where I'm coming in. So now, let's say for example, a gardener somewhere in the rural areas wants fertilizers, right, to start his gardening. So, but at that right point in time, he doesn't have the money or the capital to buy this thing. So what he or she will do, he will come to you on Islamic microfinance. And now what we offer this person is understanding his needs. We're going to go and buy the fertilizers for him or her. And after buying these fertilizers for him or her, we are going to sell these fertilizers to her. But then it's going to be on credit sale. So it means he or she is going to pay us on a certain period of time, but on installment basis. So maybe the person is a seasonal farmer or agriculture or anything. So now let's say, for example, he has to harvest in 3 months. So you might sometimes give the person a grace period and then say, okay, after this particular period of time, you start payment. But then already maybe there is a harvestment that has been conducted or done. So the person will be able to pay. Now, the difference between the sale price and the purchase price, it's our profit. It's just like how these market vendors, those things, they go and buy things and then come and resell it, right? So the difference between those two prices are their profit.
Okay, so you're making profit out of what you are reselling, but not from the person that you're giving the product to.
So it's actually to the person that I'm giving the product to, but I am reselling the product to him.
Yeah.
Again.
So you gain your profit from that.
From that, yes.
Okay.
That's actually how we get
fair explanation. Yes, go ahead.
The transparency in that is that the client is involved from the beginning at the time of buying this, because it is the seller, it is the client who actually identify the source of buying this. So after identification, the same person brings you an invoice, and that invoice will have detail of the pricing. So therefore, from that point, the client already knows the price. So now you will bargain and come to an agreement at what price do we sell to you. Not that there is actually a certain fixed amount that we give to anybody and then we impose it on them. No, it is negotiable, and that's the unique thing about the Islamic.
All right. Going forward, what's your next step in expanding and just making the microfinance more visible?
Yeah, right now, of course, when we started operation on 7th June, we started operations from Tipagaras. And then most of the people, actually at the time, did not know that we are also operating from different areas. Now from there, now as I speak to you, we are operating at Old Yundum, that is Costa Road and at Old Yundum.
Oh, I see the Tipagaras, the big building.
Exactly.
Okay.
We have the Yuna at Tipagaras, exactly, the story building, the glass house. That is where we operate. That is where the head office is. And you can find us at Costa Road, that is Old Yundum. You can find us there. At Bambo, you can also find us there. You can find us at Bursubi, Tontero. And you can also find us in Birkama. Yeah, and then for the other ones, those ones are expected to come. Of course, we need to actually work with the regulator to.
But right now, what services are you giving out right now? If someone is listening and they want to come on board, but they just want to simplify and understand, what you have for them? what do you have?
So yeah, so in addition to what this guy was saying right now, in regards to expansion, I think he has already made that categorically clear. But now let's say, for example, we also have another product, because I told you I walk you through the products that we have, right? So we have another product, and that is in also in regards to helping people. Let's say, for example, there's an individual who has so much business ideas, right? And then we know that this idea, if he comes to us, we appraise the idea and it's viable, and this person has potentials to make a lot of gains from this, and then the person does not have money. So we have a product that is called a partnership product. So in Arabic terms, it's called musaraka. So what that means is, let's say an individual has a certain amount of capital, but the capital is not enough to cover what he wants, then we as an Islamic microfinance will come in and be a partner. So we'll be a partner, but there are conditions, right, to this partnership. Obviously. So some of the conditions are, okay, the profit has to be predetermined. So what that means is, like, we would not go into the business without us predetermining the profit that each of us is going to have. Now, let's say, for example, I contributed 70% of the capital, and you as the business person or the entrepreneur contributed 30%, right? Yeah. So now what will happen is, when we go into a business, we made a profit. So this profit, we will agree on the predetermined ratio that, okay, at the end of the day, I am going to have a profit of 50% and you are going to have a profit of 50%. This is negotiable and it's agreeable. But in the event of losses, now this is where the difference comes. Now, my capital contribution, or we call it an equity contribution, is 70%, right? So the losses, my losses is also going to be calculated based on that 70%. Okay,
so and you will share accordingly.
Yes, exactly. So we also have other contracts where we have, it's called a mudaraba product. So this mudaraba would mean the other person has business ideas, but he does not have money to start anything. The previous one that I mentioned was a musaraka, a partnership, where you have a little bit of a capital, but this one you have nothing. But your business idea is very, very, very good, and we believe that it's viable and it can bring a lot of changes. Maybe in the future you'll be even able to employ more people. So what we do in this part, you as the guy with the entrepreneur or the guy with the idea, you'll come to us and then we'll appraise the business idea, and then after we will give you 100% financing. But in giving you the financing, we are not only going to give you the financing and say, okay, we are out of it. No, we are going to be involved. We're going to come on occasionally to check the business, maybe even train you on how to do the bookkeeping and other stuff. So it actually means now, as an Islamic microfinance, we are actually contributing in the real economic activities, not just giving out money and then at the end of the day, money grows. So we don't do that. We completely shy away from that.
So right now, that is to say, out there, a young entrepreneur have a viable business idea, you don't know where to get the capital, maybe this is your chance to also try and see what you can get.
And I'll definitely be recommending you guys on my program, because you know when you just watch, I kind of interview young people and young people that are having businesses or that can't start and don't have capital but are still doing it. So at least they know they have this initiative that can support them. Most definitely, I'll do that.
No, exactly. Exactly. I think this would be a very good partnership.
Yes, it could be a great partnership.
You people are already our great partners, so let's get it done with.
Exactly.
Thank you so much, Kamara and Sisao. Do you have anything you want to close with?
Yeah, I just want to emphasize that Yona Islamic Microfinance, we believe we came in purposely to expand financial inclusion through Islamic Microfinance. Let me say that again, to expand financial inclusion through Islamic Microfinance. Okay. Of course, those that are excluded financially, those that are unbanked, we bring them on board. Very good. But using this, going by the Sharia principles. Of course. That is our objective.
So you don't extort them.
No,
so basically helping them and
then there is one important point that I want to make clear here.
Okay, sure.
So, you know, let's say if you are financing with other banks, right? And sometimes maybe you defaulted, right? And then you are paid extra charges for that default, right? I'll tell you here clearly today, we do not do that. Okay. We do not, like, if we agreed on a price, let's say at the end of the day you're supposed to pay $1,000, that's exactly what you're going to pay $1,000. There's nothing like the interest is going to be used as income for us. No, there's nothing like that. Like, we might charge you for extra, but that thing is not coming for us as an income. It is going to a charity fund or a charity account where at the end of the year we distribute this money to the poor people.
So you have charity accounts,
yes,
and you do distribute
to the poor.
Do charity activities
to the poor, yes.
Okay, nice.
No charges on our savings account, no charges on our current account. All you can be charge is, for example, if you buy our checkbooks or you subscribe for our SMS service where you do a transaction and then you can receive a message. But there is no monthly charges that we do on your business account, on your savings account.
Okay.
I like that.
And you have experts in Sharia, in microfinance that are working with you.
We have Sharia supervisory board who actually understand the Sharia and who also understand fiqh. They are actually in our Sharia supervisory boards. And also within the institution, we have a department, Sharia compliance and internal audit. So these people are actually making sure that all what we do is in compliance with Sharia.
And even those at operations, they have expertise in Islamic finance now.
Nice.
So our operation is principally Sharia compliant.
Very
I love that.
Thank you so much,
Thank you so much,
It was
gentlemen.
great having you here.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be here.
Very well. We'll take a very quick break, right? Say no.
Yeah, we'll take a break, and when we return, Good Morning Gambia continues. Maybe we can have some music, actually.
All right.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Good morning, Gambia. Another 24 hours on Grts brings you the picture of a new day. Good morning.
Welcome back to Good Morning Gambia. Some melodious songs there from Royal Messenger saying it was very own artist. How was the show, by the way?
The show was great. I think it was like having that festival for the first time was a great initiative, and the outcome of the performances were amazing. But you know, the crowd wasn't what we were expecting because of the two other events. Happening. Let's say two of the main events happening on the same day.
That's unfortunate.
So it was like an imbalance. But then I think for a first time, you know, it was there. Yeah, and obviously the performances and the turnout of the guests that came to perform. Yeah, mashallah, they did a good job.
That's good to know. But then now let's stick with some music or entertainment, because renowned artist manager, CEO of High Profile Music and music business consultant Dembo Jabate has been appointed as African Artist Peace Initiative API country co-country coordinator for the Gambia. Now, API is a pan-African movement of artists, activists, and peacetivists. Peacetivists.
That's a new one.
Yes, all the tivists, right?
Yes.
Using art and media as a tool for to champion a culture of peace. Now, we're joined live in our studios by Dembo Jabate himself, also known as D-Jobs. Congratulations once again, D-Jobs.
Thank you very much, dear. I am happy to be here.
Right.
Yes, it's definitely a great moment. I am always happy when they invite me over. I am so
So tell
amazing people.
Yes, always.
Yeah.
But tell us a little bit more about API and what do you do?
Well, this appointment just came 2 days ago, and I am very delighted, even though I wasn't expecting it.
So how did it come about?
Exactly. It was when I had that interview with Umaru Ali.
Oh.
As some of you, in fact, all of you are informed about what happened recently.
Your last contract.
Exactly.
That is an interesting fallout, to be honest, because I saw the music, how you were reading the script in the last, what's that?
In the video,
the
Police.
Yeah. I'm like, DJ to kill it. That was a great collaboration.
Yeah, it's a shame that, things happen.
Very well. So unfortunately, that's what happened. So I also had my interview with Umaru Ali. In fact, that was the first time I came out to speak. So yes, it was after that interview that Ibrahim Cisse reached out to me. He's the executive director at API. Ibrahim Cisse. He's also a renowned music businessman. In fact, he's the one that set up the Mandi Mori Music School and Theater in the Gambia.
Okay.
Yeah, so he reached out to me to say, bro, I definitely want us to discuss on something. Wow. So please drop me your number. It was just immediately after that interview. Can you imagine? I didn't even reach home when I received his phone. So he was watching live. Because Umar Wali had to come live, with me. So I came out to spoke out. So he said, wow, I'm so much impressed and I'm in solidarity with you, because I also had my experience, with Gambian artists, unfortunately. So he said, okay, you do this here. So I had to give him my number. It was later on that he contacted me to say, look, I want us to work on this. So can we get your CV? So I said, okay, I submitted my CV, but I did not even expect that it was definitely going to turn this way. So I just submitted. I said, okay, let me just do this and then concentrate on, how to mitigate this problem, how to put myself together, how to concentrate on the high-profile music, because this is something that I should have been handling a long time ago, but because of my preoccupation in the music industry, when you have that capacity as a permanent artist manager, you also have your state work, so you don't have time to concentrate on what you are good at. So I feel it is high time for me to proceed with HPM. So, I was just there when I got this message, via email. So I, got into my inbox and I saw my appointment later. I was like, wow.
So quick,
I said, wow, I wasn't expecting this so soon. So I said, bro, you definitely have to, be at work. So I had to go through all the catalogs that they've sent to me regarding the activities of API, and I was definitely happy when I saw that, in fact, the African Peace Week is coming. That will be my first activity.
Yeah,
the first event.
Challenge there.
Exactly, it's a challenge. And this will happen in Addis Ababa from 19th of September to 23rd of September. We call it the Africa Peace Week. So basically, API is a collection of individuals and embodiment of artists and activists that have this reality that the only way we can preach peace is by involving creative arts. The culture, diplomacy, and all these things. So that is what API is all about.
I love it.
So so they have also co-country coordinators in all the countries. They have over 33 African countries that are part of this, over 100 artists that are ambassadors, you know, and also affiliates to the API, because it's purely Pan-African.
Huge platform.
It is.
So over 12,000 membership.
Wow.
Africa and, you know, a diaspora.
Nice. This is big.
I mean, you are actually a topic, and I feel like you're worth discussing, because what you've been doing, I think it's your passion that has really kept you in the business.
Yes.
That's right.
I think show business everywhere across the world, obviously these fracas that comes between artists and money, we see it happen, especially in Africa. I think it's not only in music, it's just the show business that sometimes people have this idea of we always have to fall out at some point. I mean, we all work with people, we all organize programs, and you realize it's difficult to be a leader for somebody. You know, at some point it happens, but and then we were discussing before you came.
Yes, we were.
How you've consistently stayed in the business, regardless of everything.
Other artists, you know, you're still there.
You definitely have to have that kind of endurance.
And I was like, do they say? He's like,
yeah. And I said that, and I was like, no matter what happens, like even if there's something that's happening or popping, and you're in that in that hot soil, still you come out of it, and if something comes out,
exactly.
you know.
Passion, you know, everybody. If you are these people that have this person that have the philosophy, you know, of being there, no matter what, you have to develop a thicker skin to all the challenges. And I've been that person who have always seen my challenges as my greater opportunities.
Look at
so
that.
I keep capitalizing on them. So I said, okay, if you want D-Jobs to die, I am the indomitable and incomparable D-Jobs. So I will be here. Even in the next 100 years to come, because I have passion for the job. I understand the job. And the fact of the matter is, darling, let me tell you this. Nobody can be in this industry, you know, based on friendly and family vibes. It's never going to take the industry. Exactly.
It won't go
Anything that happened in music business is knowledge-based reality. Yeah, there is nobody who can move your career to any level if that person is not schooled about that particular area. You have to study management. You have to be experienced. You know, you have to have passion for the job to be able to move a particular artist. Everybody knows where I picked up Nyanjo. I mean, I know he has
I must say, every artist that you pick obviously gets this boom, and then obviously the fracas comes and you move. I mean, it's
exactly, and it's like, I mean, the funny thing is, do you know, even at the time, you know, we had all these social media stunts around me, you know, the brouhahas and everything. People were still messaging me. Can you imagine? They were sending me text messages.
But what do you think is usually
to work?
What is usually the problem?
Well, the thing is
lack of communication, or what is
maybe understanding what is the issue?
I feel we bring in personal sentiments to the job so much in the Gambia.
Right.
I'll be very honest to you. This is a country where whenever things change, you know, you would pick an artist when he has only $10 cents. Now, by the time you reach to a level where 500 is coming, and more than 500, other friends and families would definitely hire gaze on whatever that is happening. Now, they will come up with decisions as to how you move around with your business. You know, because come to think of it, these were people that call on me for us to have a meeting regarding my contract. And I said, bro, you know, we feel we've been doing fine, but we want you to put aside your contract, and we are going to bring in an independent legal advisor or lawyer to prepare another contract. So logically, you are telling that DJ, oh, bro, we want you to move in a civilized form. So philosophies of people, ideologies of people change over time. And that's the reality. Let me tell you something, F. A human being, you know, by nature, if you don't have nothing until God gives you something, there comes companionship. You understand? You know, you would raise up your shoulder, you feel so much
we see how mentors and mentees fall apart. Once mentees feel they've reached a height.
Exactly.
So for me, I see it as
a part of growth, I guess. It's natural growth. Natural growth.
So I said, I mean, that's show business for all of us. And people should also understand that people that work under spotlight, these are so much, I mean, it's normal. So you should not take it so personal that you will be up there, doing the
no, people will be behind your ears. Why are you not now standing on your own? This person has done.
It's always the people that, you know, ruin the relationship.
I think bringing some of these experiences and to where you keep going every single time, it just makes me want to ask how you are ready to put all these experiences together on this big platform that you're about to sail on.
Very, very, very nice. I mean, it's because of my remarkable records in this industry. You know, I've been here for over decades. You know, from 2006 up to this very moment, with all these experiences, definitely is advantageous because as an individual, if you have wealth of experience, you should be able to explore. So this is a global platform, you know, and I'm going to represent the Gambia, and I'm pretty much sure those that reach me out until they requested my CV, definitely know that DJobs is a capable individual. I mean, who else could they have taken apart from DJobs? So
okay, I like it.
Exactly. So tell us, how important is arts and culture in promoting and nurturing peace, looking at it in the Gambian context?
Very well, dear. I mean, it's important. You see, as individuals, the only way that people can listen to us if when we change our philosophies into rhymes and rhythms, you know, they would listen. Today, if you engage a particular artist for him to pronounce in capital merits the importance of peace, the public will listen, you know, because of the manner in which the person will portray, you know, or inform the public. So I feel arts and culture is profound in the maintenance of peace. But again, we cannot talk about that peace, particularly in the Gambia, when we don't even know that peace, when we don't even have that peace within us. So I think it should definitely start with the artists that are in the Gambia. And this is one thing that I'm going to do. In fact, one of my responsibilities is to mobilize, you know, at country level. Now, how do I mobilize? You know, there are so many things involved. I understand very well the genesis of music business in the Gambia, the dynamics. So I know actually what is happening in our industry. You know, so I know this have a little misunderstanding between artists. How best can we bring them together? You know, it's my responsibility to do so, so that at global level, I'll be able to present something greater.
Of course,
before you can talk to people about peace, you should know peace yourself.
In your own country.
In your own country, yes. So I'm pretty much sure with arts, we'll be able to change the narrative.
Most definitely. And that actually leads to the next question. So during your term in office, aside from mobilizing, you know, and making sure that the ground of Gambia is leveled, what else will be your areas of focus?
Well, it will be to study what other countries have done, you know, across Africa. Devoid of the Gambia, we have countries like Nigeria, Senegal that have been very good, Cameroon, you know, in their art sector. And I feel you should go and study best practices for you to be able to apply, you know, best practices in your country.
Of course.
So one of my responsibilities also will be to find out what other people have done. I mean, sort of a study tour, because I have this opportunity to meet with other co-country coordinators, you know, from other countries. We are talking about more than 33 African countries. So think of all this when you'll be making meeting gurus, you know, from Nigeria, you know, experienced music businessmen from Nigeria. I mean, you could have this chit-chat with them to know, you know, what they have done. You know, you would also have that opportunity to coexist other, you know, in partners across Africa, which is huge.
It's huge.
You know,
Indeed. What are your plans for boosting the industry going forward? You're an integral part of it all, we all know.
Well, high-profile music, HPM.
Okay, that's what we look forward to.
Exactly. You know, I want to stay focused on that.
Okay.
You know, and I definitely want to also sign in young artists that are coming up. Can you imagine?
Yes.
I have more than 23 requests from artists within the Gambia and outside, despite all this hula baloo.
Those are just distractions.
Yes, exactly. So basically, I look forward to working with so many artists, particularly, you know, the cultural ones. You know, I want the cultural aspect also to be considerable. You know, the ones that are playing the kora, our traditional Gambian artists.
Yeah, we need
so
that.
I have higher flyer for them, and I am so, you know, in the soonest possible time, I'll be able to establish contracts with these young ones that are coming up.
Yes.
Yes, so that we can, because that's the only way forward.
I mean, any young one that you sign, we know that they definitely offer some big stuff.
Exactly. And then momentarily also, I'll be giving my short, you know, service to artists that want to work with me on their projects. You know,
yes.
Exactly, content.
It does not always have to be that they are permanently, but obviously sometimes.
Exactly. So you know, DJobs also, I mean, it's expensive though to have it around, but then it's worth it.
Okay. There you have it.
Yeah. Good things don't come cheap, I guess, right?
Right. But DJobs, it's been great having you in our studio. And we wish you all the best in this happy co-country coordinator that you have become recently.
I'll be very glad, you know, at least by the time I would have, you know, been set to attend the Addis Ababa.
Yes.
I would have been here to discuss. Or even if I come back, inshallah, you know, after the Africa Peace Week,
why not?
We will still discuss about.
Come with some short videos and pictures.
Yes, and maybe take the media with you as well.
Thank you so much, dear.
Thank you.
I am happy, you know, to be here.
Very
welcome. Thank you.
Well, we'll go on a very quick break and be right back. Do stay with us.
Good morning, Gambia. Another 24 hours on GRTS brings you the picture of a new day. Good morning, Gambia. Another 24 hours on GRTS brings you the picture of a new day. Good morning.
Uraxas dëkk bi uraxas dëkk bi uraxas xol def uraxas galaas lu tax dëkk bi doxul dañ bëggantewul moo tax dëkk bi doxul da ngay dëkk ci dëkk bi di defal dëkk bi te duñ la sagal keneen jóge ci biti ñoom ñu koy sagal bay naaw ci kawam seen capaacooli ñeneen safantewul moo tax dëkk bi doxul Chapacholi, ñeneen bëggantewul moo tax dëkk bi doxul mane time bi dafa jot waatoo si télé te nga namoo li nga moo te nga bakoo li nga moo nañ bàyyi di siisu di dox di bii lu tax fii du na support lu tax moom dëkk bi soxor soo ko rombee jéegi feneen te nga gëm li nga moo ndamoo li nga moo bakoo li nga moo lu tax dëkk bi doxul dañ bëggantewul moo tax dëkk bi doxul da ngay dëkk ci dëkk bi di defal dëkk bi te duñ la sagal keneen jóge ci biti ñoom ñu koy sagal bay naaw ci kawam capaacooli ñeneen safantewul moo tax dëkk bi doxul seen capaacooli ñeneen bëggantewul moo tax dëkk bi doxul te nga gëm li nga doon moom bëri doole waay te nga noosee li nga moom bëri doole waay te ngay dëkk ci dëkk bi doo defal dëkk bi lu waa dëkk bi def nga saboote ko bañ nga dëkk bi soppoo dëkk bi sax sa xol di mer seere ko wisee ko foofu la téye ko soppoo awa o lu tax dëkk bi doxul dañ bëggantewul moo tax dëkk bi doxul da ngay dëkk ci dëkk bi di defal dëkk bi te duñ la sagal keneen jóge ci biti ñoom ñu koy sagal ay naaw ci kawam seen capaacooli ñeneen safantewul moo tax dëkk bi doxul seen capaacooli ñeneen bëggantewul moo tax dëkk bi doxul déglu leen africain award leen déegoot bi jattu jat yëpp maayo seen fee réew boo dem seen culture la ñuy ndamoo waaye Gambien bi la naxe kenn du dem raxas xol def ci tuuti galaas lu tax dëkk bi doxul dañ bëggantewul moo tax dëkk bi doxul da ngay dëkk ci dëkk bi di defal dëkk bi te duñ la sagal keneen jóge ci biti ñoom ñu koy sagal bay naaw ci kawam seen capaacooli ñeneen safantewul moo tax dëkk bi doxul seen capaacooli ñeneen bëggantewul moo tax dëkk bi doxul delloo njukkal baay baabu moom mu dem ba Bercy damay feeling fonde sa fi wane ko sa ñu ñangara wane ko fone zir uraxas dëkk bi uraxas dëkk bi
Good morning, Gambia. Another 24 hours on GRTS brings you the picture of a new day.
they were just repeating it.
So actually, we're talking about the music video you guys just saw. Mulo, what does that music video do to you? What is your favorite part?
I just think it's creative. You know, it's just creative. The way the music is choreographed, and just the way they go about the whole action.
Okay,
it's so
which action?
The action. We all know the action. It's so creative, you know. But it's the African thing.
Yes.
You know, it's the African thing, and just show it off.
The waist piece, the waist, and for me, I was like, it's too early in the morning to be seeing, you know, the waist and everything.
But how about if it sets your day in motion, like in the right way?
It actually has, because I'm here laughing and enjoying Moloshi's reaction. So, okay. So now let's look at some poetry. The literary work in which the expression of feelings and ideas is given intensity by the use of distinctive style and rhythm as a genre of literature. Well, one lad on that track, Ibrahim Boy, a young Gambian poet who goes by the pen name Mentor Boy, is set to launch an album dubbed The Baton Exchange on July 2nd. Let's take a look at his video. Great. So we're still here. Okay. Well, Moloshi, you have a poetry background. Let's talk about that quickly. You know, the Poetry Slam.
Oh, yeah. I think, well, the slam has really set a great space, you know, for a lot of young writers. And for me, I think the happiness is just seeing that a lot of young people have become more confident in embracing that space and seeing it to the level that they can even launch their own poetry album. I think that is a great effort.
Yes.
And I'm just hopeful that we can do big things going forward. We've had Mentor Boy here some other time to talk about this upcoming album. And by the time Champion was preparing for his, and he said right after that launching, he's coming with his. So I can see that there's a teamwork that they have there, which is very good. But now I think the video is ready.
Yes.
And we're going to watch that and be back.
I want to vomit these words from my heart before it is late. Before I am soft in the circles of the grave. That I live in a generation that I feel so lost. A generation where morality is mystery and humanity causes the centuries. Making sense is history, as every sense rests in the lenses of those people that improve me. I live in a generation where the pride of cruel temptation resides in the tens of our senses. Vanity runs in our veins, not in ones, not in twos, but in tens, and intend to bend our lines of teeth. I live in a generation where gunshots are no more the fears. You know what are the fears? Screenshots. For these are the guns of our days that are sought to peel our hearts and fall us short. I live in a generation where everything flows, you don't need to ask, just roll with the flow. Waxtaan sax mel ni xulu. Li tax dunda tar ba ken waja rot yaram wow yax nopp sagar xeeñ dee sañ soxar jiitu jàmma sukk di ñaan ñu saxam waaye seytaane toog di ñu yooy fitna tooyal sunu soos àdduna gën a tiis suñu nafsu bakkan gën a tiis coow ak joow tega tama sunu ruuxu gom-gom xaadi mun weddi sañ-sañ sekki may bank alalu àdduna firndeel sunu taar cey jamono det na ñu mbéj di ñu mbéj taj bon ak soxor bay sunu tool li jural ñu tafaar ak kasaar kon jot nañ ñu jom soppi sippi ubbi bunti baax si biir ak si biti fii ak si biti jàmmaarloo ñu futti jàmmoo ñu indi bennoo doon suñu findi ndax jàmm doon lu ñu gindi. Let's get back to the chain of life and find the missing dice. Let's open the gates of consciousness. Let's extend the circles of humanity and hypnotize the venoms of vanity. Let's chastise the drums of serenity and lay the master plan of unity. Ndax ñun daal neene nit ak niw rek lañ kon neñ yaatal di taatal ndax asamaan si taw jàmm sax lëndëm sox leer fenk. Mentor Boy. I want to vomit these words from my heart before it is late. Before I am soft in the circles of the grave.
Good.
And welcome back. That was our mentor boy. Of course, the Baton Exchange launch is slated for July 2nd. Make sure you also go out there and support a young poet who is also doing what he can in his own way. But we're still going to stay on some entertainment because Mohamed Bangura, who goes by the stage name Jalil, is an upcoming Afrobeat, Afrofusion artist. His unique style of music got him a huge fan base with his electrifying vibes. Now, his latest single called Soft is well played on radio stations and clubs too. Jalil also got an international recognition that got him a contract with Worth Knowing Entertainment, a label based in the UK and managed by the veteran Pri. With great artistic potential, Jalil is worth looking out for. He is currently working on a project EP with WK Entertainment that would be released very soon. We are glad to have the musician in the studio here with us and the producer of that song, right? Another Mohammed. Welcome, gentlemen.
Welcome.
Use the mic.
Yeah.
Okay, so how do you feel? Let me start off with you, Jalil. How do you feel being here? Is this your first
Yeah, this is my first time.
interview?
Yeah.
Is
Wow.
it?
Yeah.
So which song are we in fact talking about here? Am I hearing it on TikTok?
No, no.
Which one is that?
Holy.
Holy.
Yeah.
Okay.
And also Soft. You know, I dropped my first single, Soft.
Okay.
Is out already.
Yes.
So I'm hoping for people to go listen to it.
Okay.
You know,
So tell us a little bit more about your career, how it started, and what has been your motivation?
Well, everything was hard. Understand? It was not easy at all. But thanks to God, now everything is
Calm.
yeah. At first time, for me to record my music, yeah, it's a problem. But now, God make everything easy for me.
What was the problem? Why was it such a problem for
Like-
you to record?
At that time, I don't have money to
Right.
go to the
Okay. Yeah.
go to the studio to record, you know. And I was with my friend one day, so we were chatting, and he said, "Bro, I got one producer. His name is Giles." I said,
that
"Alright."
you?
Yeah, that's him.
Okay.
I said, "Alright." I said, "Well, I would like you to link me with the guy, you know, because I would love to work with this guy."
Yeah.
And he played one of his song that he mastered, and I listened to it. It was so fucking good. So I'm sorry for that word.
Yeah, it kind of got me like, oh God.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah. So after that day, then I went to his place and we met, and then we talk. He accepted me as a brother. So he said, "Yo, bro, don't worry about nothing. Alright?"
So you didn't have to pay in your first contact with him. You have to pay.
Yeah, no, the first year I paid. The first I
Okay,
paid. Yeah, but when he listened to my music,
Okay.
he was blown away. He said, "Yo, bro, I mean, like, stop paying. I don't want you
Wow,
to pay."
is it?
Yeah,
So
stop paying, bro.
It becomes a brotherhood.
Yeah.
Wow. Nice.
So you must have real talent then for him to say stop paying, because money is nice, and for you to say stop paying me, you must be good.
Yeah, for real. For real.
So for you too, Mohammed, I mean, how did you feel hearing his song and feeling that you could bring him in your space and treat him with such you know, genuinity, yeah?
Yeah, like Jalil's style of music, like it's different. Yeah, like if you like most Gambians, if you listen to their music, you will see.
Yeah.
This is.
Sure.
Thanks. Like his style of music is different, and like most Gambians, if you listen to Gambians music, like you will know that this is like pure Gambian. Like this is the style.
Okay.
Yeah, this Gambian style. We have our own style, but for him, he doesn't have like any style.
Right.
He's different. He can come from anywhere.
Wow.
Yeah, he's good.
Right.
I listened to his song like at the first time he came to my studio and recorded the song, and then the next time to pay was a problem. And then he will start, you know, bro. I was like, bro, no, don't worry about money thing. Yeah, that's last.
But I think that's good that producers can see that light, so that once you grow, it gets to a point where obviously you're going to come and be like, this is.
I know, like the artist life, like as an upcoming. Yeah, because I'm artist too. Before I produce, I was doing music. I'm artist.
Okay.
Yeah, and at the same time, I'm producing.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Okay. So obviously he's working on his EP with the label based in the United Kingdom. So how far with the EP and how many songs has he produced with you so far?
Yeah, the EP, like I can say it's almost done. Yeah, we getting closer. Yeah, we have already like 11 or 9 songs. Like his folder, if I go through there, he works every day.
He works very hard.
Yes, he works every day.
Videos, not yet.
Not yet videos, but soon.
Okay.
Yeah, we are going to shoot videos. I will not say a video, but we will shoot videos.
Videos. Yeah, so we don't keep us waiting because we
and then we're like, the waiting will not take too long.
Okay.
It won't.
We don't want to wait then. How has your experience been like as a producer working with other Gambian artists, and what makes him stand out for you?
Yeah, like as I say, like I'm artist also.
Yes.
And I won't say that I'm good at production. Like I'm just trying. I've never went to a school to learn how to produce. Yeah. I was staying around Kololi. Sometimes I would just go there to a studio called Kefla, them one. So them one, yeah. So I normally used to be there, just looking at him doing this stuff. Doing this stuff. I was like, yo, I must do this also. So it was very hard for me also, because I normally used to carry my big computers and the screen. Just to go there, give it to him so that he can put the softwares. Anytime I have problem, I have to carry it, enter taxi, go there, fix everything.
And he was helpful.
Yeah. Them. He's a brother.
He has a lot of boys in his area there. So I mean, that's good. Yeah, that's good. So yeah, back to you, Soft.
Yeah, and he's really soft-spoken.
Yes.
Thank you.
Great.
Why did you come with Soft as a song?
I mean, the vibe. The first day I listened to the beat, it was so catchy, and it has a melody that you understand that I can't really explain, but it's just come in me like, yo, bro, just give it this vibe, soft. You understand? And I know, like, lots of girls,
Obviously, because the way you are talking,
he talks very soft,
The way Jalil is talking, and just the way he's mesmerized with the words, I could tell. Obviously, girls. So, are you doing it for the girls too?
Yeah, I'm doing it for the girls.
That's what artists always do for the girls.
Oh my days!
Always for the girls, more
not for the love.
For the girls.
Like anything, girls come first.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Why?
If you have girls, then boys will come for girls.
Oh.
For sure.
Is that like a pulling factor?
Yes.
Or there's a strategy you're doing there?
Yes.
I see.
It is.
So give us a short version of the Soft. Let's see.
An a cappella.
Yes. Before we let the producer go and get the other
Mohammed.
Yes.
Hey, you my melody, you my energy. You be the reason why I'm singing like a Mali king. I put my hands up on your body, girl, I feel okay. I'm a dealer, you did make my body jiggle up. Say you wanna dance, say you wanna play. Say you wanna do the dirty wine. Say you wanna dance, say you wanna play tonight. Hey, body so soft.
Okay, I see the factor. Yes, I do think. It's a hit. I know.
It is.
Yes.
You have to go and check that song.
Yes, it is.
It's a vibe, for real.
It's danceable. I think it's something that we can all vibe to.
Yeah.
And the clubs and on TikTok and all.
Yes.
For sure.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, so what?
Okay, yeah, because he's an artist as well. Yeah, they're both artists. I was even going to ask for that.
As we say, we are here for the girls.
Okay. Yes.
Love is a game for two, that I only wanna play with you. This pretty girl say I'm heartless, For this heart I give to you. Monday you line up, so you light up. You my light bulb. You everything that I digest. If I'm full, you give me food, Taylor. Lima chota mom you get it, Maila. So baby guy jagema, put my sorry jagema. Satur sama hol do like that.
Nice.
I love it.
Yes. But you are doing exceptional work.
Yeah.
And we have another artist here. So we relieve you, the producer, Mohammed.
Yes.
And call on the other Mohammed. Bas what? 24.
Bas 24, yes. Bas 24.
He does look like he got bars.
Yeah.
Just come through. Yes. And so, you, Jalil, apart from Soft, what other song is worth looking out for in the EP? Boss, could you just kindly bring up that mic, yes, please? Go ahead.
I mean, a lot.
Yes, here.
You know, a lot.
Yeah.
A lot. Got Holy.
That's for you.
I got Come Over. You know, that's the one I did with Buzz. Come Over.
Okay.
And also I got Tempted. Yeah, I mean a lot.
It's a lot.
Yeah,
You got a lot.
It's a lot,
Yeah, you producers said you have about 9 to 11 tracks. So
yeah.
So you're doing pretty good. Right. So welcome, Baz.
Thank you.
Mohammed is, I'm kind of like surrounded by Mohammed.
Yeah, definitely.
My husband is Mohammed, so you're all Mohammeds. It's like, hey.
You know, this one
Familiar zone, innit?
Is it? Wow.
Of course.
Nice.
What's your name?
Sustainable.
That's Sustainable.
You my mother.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I have a song.
Or you sung for your mother too? Or you are just doing it for the girls at the moment?
No, but his mom's called Sustainable.
Yeah, my mom's
So,
called
you know,
Cinnamon.
I thought you sang a song for her
you
so
should
that you
sing
could
a
sing
song
it
for
to Sustainable as well. You know?
Sure, I will.
Yeah,
I will.
maybe you can do like an acapella. Think about it now. And at the end, you can do an acapella.
Yes. All right, so let's get to you, Bar 24. Why Bar 24?
Oh, that's a question I've never been asked before.
Oh, okay, so we're asking you here.
For the first time.
24 is my favorite number. It stands for a lot of, love, harmony, and all. If you check in the numeric, whatever, and all. And the 24 years, 24th year, was very important to me. Like, I knew a lot about my music career. I knew that this is the type of artist I am, and a lot more, So 24 is really special to me. Yeah, and Bas is my mid-name, Basiru, Ahmed Basiru, and
That's it.
That's the perfect
Right,
name.
yeah, words, numbers have meanings too.
They do.
Exactly.
Yeah, and so bars also. Does it mean that you've got bars, like great bars?
Super. Everybody knows that.
Give us a hint
We need
before
to
we
hear
go
that,
into it.
yeah.
That was off guard though.
Yes, it's expected.
I'll give you the lyrics to the Come Over.
Okay.
You so compassionate to come here, so girl. Black melanin your bun natural. You no procrastinate, so me want you know. Show me what you got, tell me what you got. Red roses on the ground that you step. I'm no Moses, spread your legs with the staff. Control your hips with the spring of the bed. Slide and slip to your drip, cause you're wet.
Oh,
Excuse
okay.
that.
Oh, good bars. I hear the words.
Explicit.
That's all right.
Explicit.
Bars there.
Explicit.
Yes.
Yes.
I think you have the talent, and I can hear the bass and the
Yes,
voice.
of course.
And it's like you kind of like have your own style, but then
Yes.
as well,
Thank you.
having the Jamaican style and all that. And I see with the dreadlocks as well, representing Rastas, up in here.
You got the looks as well.
Yeah,
yes.
you got the looks as well. Yeah. So I think it's just all about branding and becoming yourself. Just staying true to who you are.
Yeah.
And so like what can we be expecting from you?
Well, a lot. Because I am really grateful for meeting this dude right here.
Yeah.
And this dude,
Yeah.
Jaws, was my classmate since grade 10 in
Nice.
Glory Baptist,
Okay.
So it's like a dream come true. It's like the A-Team. If you watch that movie,
Yeah.
they're all meant to be together,
Yeah.
So like, meeting him is a pleasure, and he's different, totally different.
Right.
And me and him, we just vibe so much.
It works.
It's like, it's
I
so
can see it.
powerful.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah,
You're also
it's
working with the
electric.
producer.
Definitely.
What projects are you working on?
Well, right now, I have my own EP coming up per se,
Okay.
but not now because it's all about,
Jillian now.
and we're in to support him and all.
Yes.
So after that, you will know about it. And right now it's all about Jalil and the featurings I have with him, which is masterpiece, you know. So
I like
expect more from WK, worth knowing.
All of you are in WK.
I like the fact that they're focusing on one artist,
but that's how
and then build the other one instead of doing everything simultaneously, and then it just flops.
It's like what we were talking about, the date clashes, right?
The date clashes,
so it's the understanding that is also very important. The fact that you're all in the same team, it's good that you take it step by step, and I like that part.
Thank you.
Yes. So obviously, Jalil, your name matches your personality, and just your way you deliver. It's nice.
Thank you.
Right. So what can your fans look forward to?
Well,
and where can they stream your music?
You can stream it on Audio Mac, also on Spotify, and also on
Apple Music?
Apple Music, yeah.
Okay, so it's on the... Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Yes, I can see that. You should try and drop a version of it on TikTok as well, because I know anything that is out there on TikTok, a lot of people grabs easily.
Exactly.
Have you thought of that?
You're right.
It's the biggest social media platform right now.
Thanks for the tip.
Yeah, especially when you link with the social media influencers, you know, they'll get it out there for you. Miloši's here.
I mean, I don't think I have that huge following on TikTok, but obviously, once it's out there, you know, you drop it yourself, that you're the creator, and then obviously people take it up. So that's something that I am looking forward to as well.
Me too.
And for you, going forward then, Bass 24, what's next?
A whole lot, like I said. You know, I don't want to spill the milk. You know, I don't want to spill the milk because I know the surprise will be worth it, you know. That's a lot.
But Jalil, you have no date for the EP yet?
No.
Okay, the launching yet.
Yeah.
So you're still working on the project?
Working on it.
Okay, very well. So we look forward to what you will all bring very
But wait, before we leave, he needs to have a quick acapella for Sainable. Because his mom is Sainable.
You're not going to put him on the spot like
I'm not going to
that.
let it go. Just something short, like Sainable, you're a queen, something like that.
Okay. Oh. Yeah, look at you. Yes.
Mama, you are a queen. I love you just the way you are. You are everything I wish for. Nah, I'm cool.
Oh, he's gone off song.
You've got a great voice. Yes.
I'm a shy guy. I'm a shy guy.
It's all right. And obviously, you're talking to someone who's not the actual mama, though.
No. Yeah,
kind of have a little.
Yeah, you know, because obviously your mom's a singer.
But yeah, I mean, it was great having you both, and we're looking forward to what may come out of it. I mean, for me, I think it feels great always seeing new artists, new people coming up all the time. Yeah, because obviously the space has to be wide and open for everybody to be a part of it. So all the best of luck.
Thank you for coming.
Do you have one last thing you wanna acapella you wanna do for us before we let you go?
An acapella, alright, no problem.
Go ahead.
It ain't even started, but we gone. Tell nobody about it, we be back in the morning. Money be my target, like God, am I wrong? If music brought me love, should I not make a song like? Maybe I'm not where I belong. This feeling got me living in dust when it's dawn. These haters I be turning to dust when I'm done. I does what's and done. I'm hot when I'm on.
Oh, all right. Okay. That was nice, and I think a great way to close it.
It's a great way because we've come to the end of the program.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you all so much, and thank you to your label as well, WK Entertainment. We're looking forward to your next endeavor.
We'll
go on a quick break and be right back. Stay with us.
Of a new day.
Mic check 1, 2, it's your boy Nova. Mic check 1, 2, it's your boy Nova.
Yo bunga ma sitting the bro. Technology in my ene. Burbi holdi phone Lola Charlie do you feed on While they must signal when you see me present saying I'm the number one The moment my tone Jolan on keeping us someone on I am kapus on
Mic check 1 2 it's your boy Nova Tagliala Tala Mic check 1 2 it's your boy Nova Tagliala Tala
Yo bunga masiring be bro Teknala mening ma ene Burbi ala mama taju While sumai gas ngai su Yo bunga masiring be bro Teknala mening ma ene Burbi ala mama taju While sumai gas ngai su
Okay, damay bàyyi suma xel du ñëpp ñoo ma buga ñu ma gën a bañ ñoo ma gën a mun a taga ñi di ma signal ndeke ñu ma xiifal gas bax di ma jiital fa xastal jéemala dal ma wax la ko si gàttal kaa naan catuwaay am na yeneen yu ma tal
ina bonke da bonkan kana yoro bonkan ku tawari kamundani ay dem kuy kunkan idama nyale ba jellam fe ina ko di yan tammo fe kawo ke funding ke ko matale be yeje malla finna nya totala jube felem batila Gambia bat kuluntila mori santo
Mic check 1 2 it's your boy Nova Tagliala Tala Mic check 1 2 it's your boy Nova Tagliala Tala
Yo bunga masiring be bro Teknala mening ma ene Burbi ala mama taju While sumai gas ngai su Yo bunga
Good morning, Gambia. Another
Welcome back to Good Morning Gambia. It's been an amazing show of different things.
Yes, most definitely. It's been a good one.
Yes,
Yeah.
I loved it. But thank you to you all for watching the program. A special thanks to the camera lady, of course, Amiso here, to our technicians as well, the producer and director, Winifred Nicole.
And IT for streaming the program live for viewers in and out of Gambia.
Yes, it's been myself, Fat Eli Kamloshi.
And Saint Bijan.
I hope we hope you have a great weekend, of course. Make sure you do your best. I said it, the way I spend my Sunday really determines how my mood will turn out to be on Monday.
Yeah, that's true.
So spend your
That's
weekend
true.
nicely.
Relax. Go to the beach. Also.
Yes, do all that stuff.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Ciao, ciao.
Good morning, Gambia. Another 24 hours on GRTS.
Mic check 1 2 it's your boy Nova Tagliala Tala Mic check 1 2 it's your boy Nova Tagliala Tala
Yo bunga masiring be bro Teknala mening ma ene Burbi ala mama taju While sumai gas ngai su Yo bunga masiring be bro Teknala mening ma ene Burbi ala mama taju While sumai gas ngai su Yafi danyan boli dog Bosure holbu feeling di dog Sama yona set mo kasa holdi phone Lola Charlie do you feed on While they must signal when you see me present saying I'm the number one The moment my tone Jolan on keeping us someone on I am kapus on
Mic check 1 2 it's your boy Nova Tagliala Tala Mic check 1 2 it's your boy Nova Tagliala Tala
Yo bunga masiring be bro Teknala mening ma ene Burbi ala mama taju While sumai gas ngai su Yo bunga masiring be bro Teknala mening ma ene
bàyyi suma xel du ñëpp ñoo ma bugga ñu ma gën a bañ ñoo ma gën a mun a taga ñi di ma signal ndeke ñu ma xiifal gas bax di ma jiital fa xastal jéemala dal ma wax la ko si gàttal kaa naan catuwaay am na yeneen yu ma tal
ina bonke da bonkan kana yoro bonkan ku tawari kamundani ay dem kuy kunkan idama nyale ba jellam fe ina kodi yan tammo fe kawo ke funding ke ko matale be yeje malla finna nya totala jube felem batila gambia ba kulutila mori santo
Mic check.
Cabinet ministers present here, and what we will say, permanent secretaries and all senior government officials present. As outlined by the Honorable Secretary to the Cabinet, we are focusing on 10 key areas. Now, how they were done, how they were decided, why these are issues that we can talk about later. But there are 10 areas that we are going to focus on, and in each of these 10 areas, we're going to form groups and then look at these 10 areas in detail. The way we're going to do it is what we call, those of you who are planners like me, the SPP, the strategic planning process, where we're going to answer or ask ourselves 4 different questions. The first one is we ask ourselves, where are we? Which is looking at the context of what is happening, why is it happening, what are the causes, what are the implications, what are the challenges, what does it mean for us as Gambia? We have an undesired situation. We want to get to a more desired situation. How do we get there? So where we look at the policy environment, we need to have in place the strategies, the actions that we need to take to get us there. And then the 4th stage is, how do we know we are getting there? We don't want to embark on a journey blindly. We want to be able to be informed of progress we are making and at each stage of it. Some of us would call it maybe it's an M&A framework, but we want to be able to define our signpost of success. What makes us know and think that we are succeeding? So we need to look at our indicators, our milestones, our performance measurements, our performance targets, and also what we call graduated sanctions. If we succeed, what do we get? If we fail, what are the implications? So these are the 4 stages that we are going to go through in each of for each of these 10 thematic areas. And of course, we also will get back after that as a big group to look at the issues where we will have feedback from everybody. I may be interested in tourism, but I am in a different group. So I may have something to contribute to tourism. I may have something I want to add or ask those who were in the tourism group. And that, so the combining or convening again